In the top stories, a minister says manufacturing is alive and kicking. A man who pretended to be a lawyer is remanded to prison, and Chinese assistants could be coming to the Transport Board. Welcome to Nation News for Monday, July 7th, 2014. I'm Natasha Beckles.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News, your time, your way.
Minister of Industry Donald Innes says he is tired of the naysayers who continue to paint a picture of gloom and doom concerning the island's manufacturing sector. In fact, he believes the sector is very much alive and kicking. Speaking following a tour of Oran Limited this morning, he said that company was set to celebrate its 50th anniversary, and this is further proof that the sector has room for growth. Mr. Innes also praised the company for its work over the years.
Very proud of what you have been able to produce in terms of the wide range of products and the quality of your products. We're very proud of the fact that you're not only doing it for Barbados, but you're doing it for the entire Caribbean region and perhaps further afield. We certainly will work with Oran and other companies to take you into other markets, non-traditional markets. That, to my mind, is the role of the state to help you get into new markets, both via our policies as well as our investment through agencies like the IDC, who would go on the occasional trade mission.
A man who allegedly pretended to be an attorney and tricked a woman out of more than $12,000 in cash was remanded to Dodds Prison today. 45-year-old Cleve Anderson Hoyt, who had been the subject of a wanted man bulletin last month, faced a total of 13 fraud and theft charges when he appeared in court. He will return to court on July 10th on charges related to District E, D, and the Whole Town Court, and July 30th for the District A Court. According to police, 4 cases of theft relate to a specific incident where Hoyt got just over $12,000 under the pretense that he would be able to get bail for a woman's son who is in prison. The operations of the Transport Board may soon be improved with the assistance of the People's Republic of China. Minister of Transport and Works Michael Lashley and officials of the Transport Board met with a Chinese delegation last week to discuss challenges facing the transport sector and the possibility of getting help from the Asian country. A release from the ministry said the talks were fruitful and follow-up discussions would be held. China is a major exporter of buses. Barbados is one of several countries in the region that has benefited from the US $120 million the Caribbean Development Bank has pumped into the water and sanitation sector over the last 40 years. Acting Vice President Operations Nigel Romano said the money had been used to develop basic infrastructure, build water treatment plants, for distribution and storage facilities and technical assistance. Mr. Romano said the bank was currently assisting with projects in Barbados and 5 other countries. He was speaking at the opening of a 2-day regional water sector assessment workshop at the CDB this morning. For the first time in 40 years, the Commonwealth Secretary General will be a Caribbean national. This was disclosed recently by Prime Minister Frondell Stewart to members of the media at the close of the 35th regular meeting of CARICOM heads of government in Antigua. The 3 nominees are from Trinidad and Tobago, Dominica, and Antigua and Barbuda. Mr. Stewart stressed how important the occasion will be, adding that the heads of government would come to a decision on the preferred choice in the fullness of time. A Malaysian-born doctor who was educated in Barbados says she is ready to give back to the island in the area of pain management. US-based Dr. Anita Sadasivan Dasari says she was made aware of the prevalence of back pain here and is therefore preparing to conduct interventional pain management clinics once or twice a year. The Queen's College graduate is currently in the island on a 1-week visit, but plans to return in a few months. Children living with diabetes will learn more about how to manage their condition and prepare their own healthy meals during the upcoming Camp Pride. The 2-week camp, organized by the Diabetes Association of Barbados, is now in its 12th year. Diet and Meal Plan Coordinator Nicole Griffith said the focus this year will be on cooking skills. She was speaking during a press conference this morning where trustee of Charity Chicks Barbados, Kelly Gibson, presented a check for $5,000 to the camp. As you all know, the crop over season is in full swing with a number of activities having taken place over the weekend. We hear more about them from Amanda Norville.
This past weekend, 3 of the major competitions for the festival's 40th anniversary were judged. Sweet Soca and Party Monarch came off Friday night at Kensington Oval at the Boosters Road Crew Fair. And when the dust settled, 18 finalists and 2 reserves were named around 4 a.m. on Saturday to go on to battle against reigning King Blood at Soca Royale on July 27th. On Saturday night, it was the juniors' turn to face judgment. This year, 9 made it through to the finals in the 8 to 12 category along with 1 reserve, and because of a tie in the 13 to 18 age group, there will also be 9 finalists. Many patrons were left outraged Sunday morning when 2 big acts out of Trinidad failed to appear on stage. Denise Belfont and Destro were on the bill for the Ladies Love Bacchanal, but only the Barbadian acts performed, and patrons left the venue disgruntled, with some even asking for a refund. When contacted by us here at Nation News, promoter Dwayne Grisette said low crowd turnout saw a loss in revenue, which meant he couldn't pay the regional acts to perform. However, the local acts such as Crossfire, Soca Cartel, Low Rate, Porgy and Murder, Goric and Shanta Prince, among others, held it down. The final set of 10s to face judging are All Stars, who had their date with the judges yesterday. Stray Cats will have their turn tonight, and on Wednesday, tomorrow's Party Children will be the last 10. Also on Wednesday night, look out for the Natural Cultural Foundation's announcement of the 18 semi-finalists for this year's Pickety Crop competition.
In sport, Team Barbados finished 6th in the medal table at last weekend's Central American and Caribbean Junior Athletics Championships, with 3 gold, 2 silver, and 3 bronze. Akila Jones, Tia Adena Bell, and Rivaldo Leacock won gold. Silver medals went to Tristan Evelyn and Michael Nichols, while Gerard Mason, Shamar Rock, and Haley Matthews won bronze. Host Mexico topped the standings with 100 medals. Jamaica were second with 43, and Trinidad and Tobago third with 22. West Indies won the second and final T20 match against New Zealand by 39 runs yesterday in Dominica to level the series 1-1. Andrea Fletcher hit 62 of 49 deliveries as West Indies posted 165 for 6 off 20 overs. Sheldon Cottrell took 3 for 28 and Sunil Narayan took 2 for 19 to bundle New Zealand out for 126 with 5 balls to spare. Players will now turn their attention to the Caribbean Premier League, which gets underway in Grenada on Friday. And finally, a Finnish couple has narrowly won the 19th World Wife Carrying Championships, a quirky competition in which men race while carrying a female teammate. They cleared the grueling 278-yard obstacle course in 63.75 seconds on Saturday, less than a second ahead of a British couple. 36 couples from a dozen countries took part in the race. The men can carry their teammates in various ways, though a popular method is for the woman to hang upside down with her legs around the male contestant's shoulders. And that's Nation News for Monday. You can get it on our website, nationnews.com, as well as our YouTube channel, Facebook, and Twitter.